Today we will discuss about some standard real function and its graph. So at first we are taking constant function. So what is constant function? See the definition. If k be a real constant, then function fx is equal to k is called constant function. If k be a real constant, then a function f defined from real to real, then a function f r to r defined by fx is equal to k is called constant function. What is the meaning of this? Domain is real number, codomain is also real number. x1, x2, x3 and so on, these are the elements of domain. In the real number only k is there, so each element of domain is associated to the same real constant k. Each element of the domain has same image k, and k is a real constant, so it has the same image k. How we will plot the graph of this function? y dash x. On the x-axis we have to take the real number of domain. At y-axis we will take fx, means image. So fx is equal to k constant. Suppose this is k. So for every value of x, fx is same k constant. So it is a line parallel to x-axis. So graph of this function fx is equal to k is a line parallel to x-axis at a distance of k unit from origin. So fx is equal to k is a line parallel to x-axis. What is the domain of this function? Domain is whole the real number. And what is the range of this function? Since every element is associated to single element k in the codomain, so range of this function Rf is equal to only k, only one element k. So it is the constant function. Fx is equal to k, where k is the real constant. Second function, next function. Next function is identity function. Identity function. A function defined from R to R a function f defined by fx is equal to x is called identity function. Is called identity function. What is the meaning of the identity function? Function is defined from real to real. This is the domain range. Function is defined from R to R such that fx is equal to x. X is what? Element of domain. Fx means image. So every element of domain has the image same element. Means image of every element of the domain is the element itself in the codomain. Like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the elements of domain. Here real number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements of codomain. So 1 is associated to 1, 2 is associated to 2, 3 is associated to 3. Means elements of codomain has its image itself is called identity function. Image of 2 is the 2 itself. Image of 3 is the 3 itself. Image of 4 is the 4 itself. So every element of the codomain is associated to itself in the, no, sorry. Every element of domain is associated to the element itself in the codomain. Then it is called identity function. Example, we see that 1 is associated to 1, 2 is associated to 2, 3 is associated to 3. So then this function is called identity function. How we will plot the graph of this function? We can make the table like this. Suppose x, fx, 0, 1, 2, minus 1. So x is 0. So what will be fx? Fx is also 0. X is 2. Fx is equal to x. X is 1. Fx is 1. X is 2. Fx is 2. X is minus 1. Fx is minus 1. So if we plot the graph of the identity function, here we have to take fx. So x0, fx0, x1, fx1, x2, fx2, x is minus 1, fx is also minus 1, this one, minus 1, minus 1, 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, like this. We will join it. So this is the graph of fx is equal to x. So it is a straight line which passes through the origin inclined at angle 45 degree with the positive direction of x-axis. So this line bisects the angle between x and y-axis. Angle between x and y-axis is 90 degree. So it will bisect this angle, means at 45 degree. So line will pass through the origin at an angle 45 degree with the positive direction of x-axis. So what is the domain of this function? It is defined for all the real numbers. What is the range of this function? Range is again all the real number. So this is the identity function, domain real number, range is also real number. Graph of this function is like this. So identity function is a function in which image of every element of the domain is the element itself in the codomain. So every element is associated to itself in the codomain. So this was identity function. Next, modulus function. Next function, third one, modulus function. So a function fx is equal to mod x. A function defined as fx is equal to mod x is called modulus function. And we know that mod x is equal to x if x greater or equal to 0 and minus x if x less than 0. So this function fx is equal to mod of x is called modulus function. We know that mod of x is equal to x if x greater or equal to 0 and mod of x is equal to minus x if x less than 0. So what will be domain of this function? We will get all the real number. Function is defined for all the real number. We can take any values of x. What is the graph of this function? See the graph. So we are getting two functions here. Fx is equal to x. Fx is equal to x, but x we have to take greater or equal to 0. So when we take x greater or equal to 0, x is 0, fx is 0, x is 1, fx is 1, x is 2, fx is 2, like this. So 0, 0, x is 1, fx is 1, 2, fx is 2. So we will get these points. So this is the graph of fx is equal to x and fx is equal to minus x, second one. So here case is what? X less than 0. So take x less than 0. Less than 0 means negative. Minus 1. If x is equal to minus 1, put here. Minus into minus 1, it will be plus 1. Take x is equal to minus 2. So minus into minus 2, plus 2. Similarly, minus 3, plus 3. So minus 1 comma 1. Minus 1. So at minus 1, image is 1. This one, minus 1, 1. Minus 2, image is 2. So minus 2 comma 2. So we will join these points like this. So this is the graph of fx is equal to minus x. Both graphs taken together, we can say it is the graph of fx is equal to mod of x. So what will be the range of this graph? Range of this function. We see that at x is equal to 0, fx is equal to 0. And when x is greater than 0, fx increases to infinity. If x less than 0, fx again increases to plus infinity. So from 0 to infinity. Minimum value of the range is 0, maximum it goes up to infinity, plus infinity. So this is the range of the modulus function. So fx is equal to mod x is called modulus function and it is the graph of this. Next function is signum function. Next function is signum function. So a function fx is equal to mod of x upon x if x not equal to 0 and equal to 0 if x is equal to 0 is called signum function. A function fx defined as fx is equal to mod of x upon x if x not equal to 0 and it is 0 if x is equal to 0 is called signum function. So we can simplify this function. Fx will be what? If x greater than 0, then mod of x is equal to x, x upon x will be 1. If x greater than 0. If x greater than 0, mod of x will be x. So x upon x it will be 1. And if x less than 0, mod of x is minus x. So minus x upon x it will be minus 1. And it is equal to 0 if x is equal to 0. So fx is 1 if x greater than 0. Fx is equal to minus 1 if x less than 0 and equal to 0 at x is equal to 0. So how we will plot the graph of this function? X-axis, y-axis, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, 2, negative side, minus 1, minus 2. If x greater, if x is equal to 0, then fx is equal to 0, this point. At x is equal to 0, fx is 0. But x greater than 0 means positive direction of x axis. Fx is constant 1, means constant function 1. So, but 1 is not included here. So, we will make a blank circle here and a line parallel to x axis. We will make blank circle at 1 because for x greater than 0 value is 1. At 1 it is 1. At 2 it is 1. At 3 it is 1. So for all the values x greater than 0, its value is 1. Equal to 0, its value is 0. X less than 0 means negative direction of x axis, its value is minus 1. So minus 1 is this one. Again we will make a blank circle here. And minus 1 constant function. So draw a line parallel to x axis. So it is the graph of the signum function. So what is the domain of this function? X greater than 0, less than 0, equal to 0. So all the real numbers. But what is the range of this function? In the range only 3 elements are coming. Minus 1, 1 and 0. Minus 1, 0, 1. Only 3 elements in the range. So greater than 0 it is 1. 1 means constant function. So we will draw a line parallel to x axis, constant function. But we will not make here dark circle because we have to take the value x after 0, greater than 0, not equal to 0. At equal to 0, its value is 0. So this is the graph of signum function. Now we will discuss the graph of exponential function. Exponential function, next function is exponential function. A function fx is equal to a to the power x, a is the base, x is the power. Fx is equal to a to the power x, where a greater than 0 means positive and a not equal to 1. X may be any real number. Is called exponential function. So fx is equal to a to the power x, it's called general exponential function. General exponential function, where a is greater than 0 but not equal to 1. So two cases arise here. Case first, if a greater than 1, a is not equal to 1. So let us suppose if a greater than 1. So if a greater than 1, so what will be fx? X fx, a greater than 1, let a is equal to 2. So if we take a is equal to 2 and x is 0, a is 2, so 2 to the power 0, its value will be 1. So when x is 0, a greater than 1, 2 to the power 0, it will be 1. A is 2, x is 1, 2 to the power 1, it will be 2. So if x is 1, a is 2, 2 to the power 1, it will be 2. Take x is equal to 2, a is 2, so 2 to the power 2, 4, 3, x is 3, so 2 to the power 3, 8. We see that as x increases, fx also increases. Take some negative values. Take some negative values of x. Suppose x is minus 1. So a is 2, 2 to the power minus 1, its value will be 1 by 2. Take x is minus 2, 2 to the power minus 2, it will be 1 by 2 square, so 1 by 4. So as x decreases, value of fx also decreases. Minus 1 value is 1 by 2, minus 2 value is 1 by 4. So as x decreases, fx decreases, as x increases, fx increases. And at x is equal to 0, fx is equal to 1. If x tends towards infinity, infinity means very large number. So what will be 2 to the power infinity? it is also infinity. And if x tends towards minus infinity, then 2 to the power minus infinity, it will tend towards 0. So how we will plot the graph? X dash, y dash. Here we have to take fx. At x axis we will take the values of x. At x is equal to 0, fx is 1. It means graph passes through 0, 1. At x is equal to 0, fx is 1. 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2. So as x increases from 0, its value increases. 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 8. So as x increases from 0, its value increases, and as x decreases, fx also decreases. At minus 1, value is 1 by 2. So we will get here. At minus 2, value is 1 by 4. Again less, 1 by 4. So we will get this value. So our graph will be like this. So it is the graph of fx is equal to a to the power x, where a greater than 1. So as x increases, fx value also increases. What is the range of this function? What is the range of this function? Range of this function, as x decreases, means x tends towards minus infinity, fx will be 0. And as x tends towards infinity, means very big number, fx is also very big, large number, infinity. So range will be 0 to infinity, open interval, not included 0. So 0 to infinity, this is the range of exponential function. Now second case, if a lie between 0 and 1, a is positive and a not equal to 1. So either a lie between 0 and 1 or maybe greater than 1. So I have taken the first case, a greater than 1. Now we will take the second case, if a less than 1 but greater than 0. So see the second case. If 0 less than a less than 1. A lie between 0 and 1. So we can take a is equal to 1 by 2 like this, fractional value, and x may be any values. So how we will plot this? X, fx, if x is 0, so 1 by 2 to the power 0, value will be 1, again 1. Take x is equal to 1, so 1 by 2 to the power 1, x is equal to 1, 1 by 2 to the power 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 to the power 2, 1 by 4, x is equal to 2, it is 1 by 4 like this. Take some negative values. Take some negative values. A I have taken 1 by 2. So take minus 1. So it will be 1 by 2 to the power minus 1. Make the power positive. So it will be 2 by 1 to the power 1. So it will be 2. 1 by 2 to the power minus 2. It will be 2 to the power plus 2, means 4. Similarly minus 3. 1 by 2 to the power minus 3, it will be 2 to the power 3, so 8 will come. Okay. So how we will plot the graph? See the graph. At y-axis we have to take fx. At x-axis we will take the values of x. At x is equal to 0, value is 1. So again we see that at 0 value is 1. So it is 0 comma 1. As x increases from 0, the positive direction of x 1 to value of fx decreases. At 1 it is 1 by 2. At 2 it is 1 by 4. So we will get this point. And in the negative direction of x-axis at minus 1, value is 2. So it will be here 2. Minus 2, value will be 4. So 4 will come upside. So graph will be like this. Graph will be like this. So at x is equal to 0, value of fx is 1. X less than 0, value will be greater than 1. At x is equal to 0, fx is equal to 1. X less than 0, fx is greater than 1. X greater than 0, fx is less than 1. So it goes on decreasing towards 0, and when x is less than 0, it goes on increasing up to infinity. So again, what will be the range? Range will be 0 to infinity. So it is the graph of fx is equal to a to the power x, where a lies between 0 and 1. So in exponential function I have taken two cases. This is the case second. Case first, if a greater than 1, and this is the case second, if a less than 1 but greater than 0. In both the case, range is 0 to infinity. Why we are not taking a is equal to 1? So if a is equal to 1, what will be fx? Fx will be 1 to the power x. 1 to the power x means 1. So we will get constant function. And what will be range? Range will be only one element, that is 1. So for all the values of x, fx will be always 1 if we take a is equal to 1. That's why I have not taken here a is equal to 1. So in case if a is equal to 1, we will get the constant function. Fx will be 1, range will be only one element, that is 1. So from 1 we will draw a line parallel to x-axis if a is equal to. So it was exponential function. Next function is logarithmic function. So a logarithmic function, if a greater than 0 and a not equal to 1, then a function defined by fx is equal to log x at the base a is the base here, which is greater than 0 but not equal to 1, and x greater than 0. Function defined by fx is equal to log of x at the base a, x greater than 0, is called logarithmic function. Is called logarithmic function. So we see that here x is what? X means domain, and it is greater than 0. Reason is that if x is 0, log 0 is undefined. If we take x is negative number, log of negative number is undefined. That's why it is written here x greater than 0. So this logarithmic function is defined for non-negative real numbers. So what is the domain of this function? Domain of this function is greater than 0. So 0 to infinity. we have to take all the positive real numbers. So domain of this function 0 to infinity. Now again here two cases arise. Case first, a greater than 0. So if a greater than 1, a greater than 0 but a not equal to 1. So if a greater than 1, then what will be the graph of this function? See the graph of fx is equal to log x at the base a if a greater than 1. So graph is like this. So this is the graph of fx is equal to log x at the base a if a greater than 1. This point is 1 comma 0. If we take x is equal to 1, value of log 1 is 0. So fx will be 0. When value of x increases from 1, when value of x increases from 1, fx also increases. If x decreases from 1, fx also decreases. On the whole, we can say that if x increases, fx also increases. So if x increases, fx also increases. So this is the graph of the first case when a greater than 1. When value of x lie between 0 and 1, fx is negative. Fx is negative. But when x greater than 1, fx is positive. And at x is equal to 1, fx is 0. Now we will take the second case. What is the second case? Second case is that if a lie between 0 and 1, if a lie between 0 and 1, then how we will make the graph? So see the graph. So in the second case, graph is like this. In the second case, graph is like this is 1 comma 0. At x is equal to 1, log 1 is 0. So as x increases, fx decreases. As x increases, fx decreases. So when value of x is between 0 to 1, x is between 0 to 1, fx is positive, greater than 0. But if x greater than 1, fx is less than 0, negative. So this is the graph of fx is equal to log x at the base a, where a lie between 0 and 1. What is the range? The range of this function is hold the real number. Plus infinity to minus infinity. Plus infinity to minus infinity. So range of this logarithmic function is hold the real number, but domain is 0 to infinity, means only positive real numbers. For negative real numbers, log function is not defined, and for 0 also log function is not defined. So we have to take x greater than 0. So domain of the function is from 0 to function greater than 0 up to infinity. So we have to write 0 to infinity in the open interval. So it is the logarithmic function. If we change the base, if we take base e in place of a, value of e lie between 2 and 3. Value of e, it is the exponential, lie between 2 and 3. So if we take base e in place of a, then we write fx is equal to log x at the base e. It is called natural logarithm. It is called natural logarithm. So if no base is given in the question, we will understand that there is base e. So it was logarithmic function. Next function is polynomial function. Next function is polynomial function. So a function fx is equal to a0, a1x, a2x square plus and so on, an x to the power n is called polynomial function. Is called polynomial function, where a0, a1, a2, an are a real constant. So a function defined as fx is equal to a0, a1x, a2x square, an x to the power n. It is called polynomial function of degree n. We can write here of degree n, where a0, a1, a2 are what? They are real constant. If n is equal to 1, we will get the linear function. If n is equal to 1, means degree of the variable is 1, then fx is a linear function. If n is equal to 2, then fx is a quadratic function. If x is equal to 2, means power of the maximum power of the variable is 2, it will be quadratic function. And if a1, a2, a3, an all are 0, then fx is equal to a0. It is constant function. So if the real coefficients a1, a2, a3 are equal to 0, then we will get only fx is equal to a0, which is constant. So we will get constant function. So this is called polynomial function. So we have discussed here some standard function and their graphs. We will discuss some more function in the next video. Till now you have to revise this type of function and its graphs. Okay, thank you class.